Warning: the following podcast contains adult language and childish comedy. Listener discretion is advised. And now, please adjust your headphone volume to an unreasonable level and enjoy the most dynamic and electrifyingly entertaining podcast ever to conquer cyberspace.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the most powerful podcast ever created, the Amazing Pop Culture Podcast, starring Dags and Rez. I am Dags because normally I don't say my name right, Mike Rez.
That is correct, Dags.
Yes, Dags and Rez. Rez and Dags, resin. Whatever it is, welcome, friends. And now, somewhere deep in cyberspace is Mike Rez riding shotgun.
Hello, everyone. Hello, amazing friend. Hello, Dags. What the hell is going on?
What's up?
A nice, cool day here in the Midwest.
It is cool.
It's pretty sweet, I got to tell you. I went for a walk around one of the city lakes here today, and I was actually a little chilly doing that. So
sounds thrilling.
Thanks for listening, guys. We got a powerful show today. We are going to talk about the 2022 film Prey.
Predator.
Yes, and before we get into that, I just wanted to honor Olivia Newton John. She just passed recently, Mike, or DJ Rez.
That's Dame Olivia Newton John to you. Put some respect on that name.
Yes. Oh, believe me, I respect her. Powerfully beautiful woman, angelic voice. Mike or DJ Rez, when you think Olivia Newton John, what do you think of? I think of movies, music. What comes to mind?
Of course, Grease always comes to mind. And then her music career, which as a young child of the 80s, I didn't realize how many Olivia Newton John songs I listened to growing up and that I actually enjoyed. You start going down the list of Olivia Newton John songs now that they're everywhere because she passed away, unfortunately. And you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that song. I remember that. Now, you and I just did that off the air when I was like, oh, the only one I can think of is Physical. And then we started listening to a couple more songs. And I know that song. Magic being one of them.
Yes, from the movie Xanadu.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the Ultimate Rush song, Xanadu.
Correct. Yeah, two different things.
Yes. Now, Mike or DJ Rez, when I think of Olivia Newton-John, I think, like I said, a beautiful woman, but I also think of magical songs. And I was trying to pick my favorite top song, and I got it down to two. A Little More Love and Magic. And Mike or DJ Rez, I had you listen to both of those. What are your thoughts?
So I'm more familiar with Magic. A Little More Love, she's got the cool headband. And actually, in one of the videos for Magic, she's got the same outfit on that she's wearing in A Little More Love. So
yeah, that was the circa.
More than likely filmed on the same day, I'm guessing.
That was the circa Physical when she cut her hair and put on the headband.
Right, yeah. But in the video you had me watch, she looks like she's in a little cowgirl, kind of a cowgirl outfit. More, she looks like she's ready to play tennis in cowboy boots.
Very easy on the eyes.
Yeah. So, like you said, though, great voice. She won 4 Grammys, Dags, and she had 5 number 1 hits and another top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 and 2 number 1 albums on the Billboard 200 for If You Love Me and Let Me Know and Have You Ever Been Mellow. And 11 of her singles, including 2 that went platinum, and 14 of her albums. And 2 of those went platinum, and 4 went 2 times platinum. She is certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, Dags.
Yes, I was sad when I heard about this because if you lived in the 70s and the 80s, I mean, that was your girl. Started out, Have You Ever Been Mellow, kind of in the country vibes, and then she kind of reinvented herself to be more sexy and transitioned into the 80s with Let's Get Physical. Powerful performer. Powerful actress. She'll be missed.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise when the news started coming out, to me anyway, that she had passed away. I had no idea she was ill or sick or what was going on. But my phone blew up. I think I got 5 notifications in about 10 seconds of each other. Looked like I was getting all these texts, but it was like, oh my God, Olivia Newton-John has passed. And every news outlet in the country was letting me know.
So Mike or DJ Rez, the transition from a powerful female to another powerful female. Me and you watch the film, the 2022 film, Prey, powerful prequel to powerful movie Predator. Now tell us a little bit about the movie. We'll get into the premise, and then we'll talk about our thoughts on Prey.
Prey was just released on Hulu in the United States and Disney Plus Star internationally. This is, of course, all the Predators and the Predator and Alien movies are science fiction action films based on the Predator franchise. It's the fifth movie in the franchise, and this is the first prequel to the first four films. And it is set way before the first movie takes place. It is set in North America in 1719, and there's most of the cast is of Native American descent. It takes place in a Comanche Indian tribe, and it is, like I said, it is set in 1719, and follows a young Comanche warrior / healer named Naru, and she dreams of becoming a great hunter just like her brother. And while she's tracking a deer, she witnesses a spaceship or an anomaly in the sky, a very overcast sky, so it looks like the clouds are on fire, which she likens it to a Thunderbird, but it's actually, spoiler alert, it's a Predator spacecraft, Dags. But she takes it as a sign that she has to prove herself to become a great hunter. Her brother agrees to take her along in a search party to search for a cougar that has attacked one of the tribe's hunters, but only so she can provide medical treatment if they find this hunter alive. They retrieve the wounded hunter and try to come back, but her brother wants to stay behind and kill the cat, thus making him more of a tribal warrior in the eyes of everybody in the village. And as they hunt this lion, they use one of Nari's tactics to bait the cat in. And when they do that, she ends up seeing something predator-like in the trees and gets distracted. She wounds the cat, but she also knocks herself unconscious. She gets brought back home, and her brother is victorious in killing the cat. And then from there, all hell breaks loose. She wants to go and prove herself by trying to hunt down what she saw in the trees, which ultimately turns out to be the Predator in this movie, Dags.
Thank you, Mike Gutierrez.
It was a lot to try to get through to try to explain that.
No. Yeah, and spoiler alerts if we say anything.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, I don't think you can talk about this movie without dropping a few spoilers.
But if you've seen enough Predator movies, you can probably figure it out.
True.
Now, of course, Predator is an 80s movie when the world peaked. Just to give you the premise, just to set it up. Everything's the 80s. That's when the world peaked. And now, what is everything now? Like Gutierrez, yes. Homages, homages. I'm going to use that word a lot. I used it last episode. Now, I'm thinking to myself, this is Native American Comanche. Right away, I think of Billy.
Oh, correct.
Yeah. Now, did you know Billy is half Italian?
I did not. I do now. Wow. That actually changes a lot.
Yes, that's why I'm so powerful. Me and Billy have a lot in common.
you know, when I look at you,
yes.
I think Billy. So that makes sense.
And I get spooked a lot too. But Billy couldn't do shit. Why can she do shit?
Different time, Dags. Different time.
1719?
Yep. Yes. I think it was in the 80s. It was too far away from the old Comanche ways. Billy couldn't couldn't do the hunting and tracking as good as Nari and her brother can.
So what I wanted to happen is a Predator to kill everyone and then him to start a family. What do you think of that?
The Predator to start a family?
Yeah. I just wanted him to kill everyone and just start a family, just settle down.
Yeah, he should. That might calm him down a little bit.
And then they could call him back into action, like they always do in those movies, and then he'd say he's in retirement. He's retired. We need you back one more time, Predator.
I don't kill anymore.
Now, did you see the fan movie Predator when he fought a knight?
No, I didn't see
in the medieval days.
That I didn't know that was a thing. Where do I find this movie?
Watch that.
Is it on YouTube?
Oh, sure it is. Yeah.
I bet. You know the name of it? Is it called like Ye Old Predator or something?
Yeah. I don't know. Just type in Predator versus Knight.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not Ted Knight.
That's good. Oh, can you imagine?
Yes.
We're waiting.
Well, we're waiting.
Come on.
Now, Mike or DJ Rez, what's with the poultice bagel herbs?
Oh, the bagel.
Does that heal
Marigold?
everything? I mean, like if you get your head cut off, can you just rub in some colorful flowers and your head will grow back? Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed to be like they really wanted to push that, but they had to think of a new way to cool your body down, I guess, so the thermal infrared wouldn't pick you up. That just seemed like a weird plant to introduce there. But
anytime you have mortal wounds, you just rub some herb shit on there and it heals up.
Yeah, I was thinking, in a time where a sliver would mean certain death.
Yes.
Severed limbs can be healed by rubbing dirt on it. So
yes.
It was, but what do I know? I don't know the power of herbs and flowers.
Oh, exactly. Powerful. and when he walked in the water, why didn't his cloaking device short out like it did in Predator?
Because that ruins continuity.
Yeah.
A lot of it. But he did, it seemed like every time he got hit, his cloaking kind of made him more seeable. Like it was like red electric fire coursing through his veins.
Yeah, why do they have to change everything? Thank you. It reminds me like every Star Wars movie, they have to change the lightsaber. They always have to add an extra saber on there. Kind of like shavers. Shavers, one wasn't enough, so the Gillette's got like 20 blades now. The first one lifts the skin. The second one rubs the skin.
The third one might cut your whisker, but we're not quite
Why do they
sure.
have to add so many gadgets? He has that little Asian fan that folds out into a shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I like that because it's older times, right? So it's 1719. So obviously, just like everybody else, their technology hasn't evolved to the point where the Predators in 1980 was. So they had to, I think they were trying to think of primitive yet futuristic weapons and defenses that it had.
Are you saying the Predator peaked in the 80s like the world did?
Oh, definitely. Yes. But it was kind of nice that they were like, okay, well, what would the technology be even for aliens 200 years before the first one took place? You know what I mean? 250 years. So you get the little small shield, that fans out, and you get the darts that are like arrows. It's like a futuristic take on what the Comanches had available to them.
Yes. Professor Gadget
which I think is kind of cool. Although some of the weapons that he had, like those flying discs, I didn't quite get. Did they explode or did they cut people in half? And
the bouncing Betties when he put his
when he was jumping in the trees. Was that the one you're talking about? Yeah. Or I like the net that he used though, that turned people into liquid basically.
Yeah. Well, the net, that was used in Alien versus Predator.
Right. Yeah. That's where I was trying to remember. It's like, I've seen that before. It was in one of the Predator movies. I thought it was a second Predator.
I noticed her brother, Dakota Beavers, great name, by the way. He sounded exactly like Jorge Pancho Ramirez from the original Predator.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he talk just like him? His cadence?
He did, yep.
And he looked like him, too. Like
that may have been on purpose. There was a lot of throwbacks in the
Easter
movie.
eggs.
Yeah. The part that I thought for sure when she gets caught in the mud bog.
The quick mud, come on.
Yeah. I thought, okay, this is how they're going to do he couldn't see me.
I said, really? I used to love the old trope of quicksand. And I'm like, I thought I'd never hear about that again. She falls in the quick mud.
Quick mud. Yeah, that like burps as she goes down.
Yeah, they call it quicksand, but it kills you slowly. Let that sink in there, Mike or DJ Rez.
Ooh, nice play on words.
Thank you for enjoying that. It is the most powerful podcast ever created. Make sure you follow us if you want to hear more powerful puns and witty wordplay. Are you into wordplay, Mike or DJ Rez?
Oh, I'm always into anything play.
I knew that. Check us out on Twitter at AmazingPopPod. We're on Instagram. Follow us there. Like our Facebook page. And we also have a powerful YouTube channel. Maker DJ Rez has been making hilarious shorts. And the shorts he wears sometimes are like the jorts They're hilarious too. Check us out. We are available everywhere fine podcasts are found. Make sure you leave a review. 5 stars is the highest rating you can do. Write a little something. It helps the algorithms, and it also unlocks the secrets to Micro DJ Rez's hair pieces.
Oh, I got plenty of them too.
Yes. How is your hair, by the way?
Oh, it's pathetic. But what do you do?
Well, I'm glad you took the hat off. Now because I feel that was kind of like a Ron Howard thing where you always had to wear the hat.
Yeah, it is. It's my binky or my blanket, whatever you want to call it.
I got a lot of problems. What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask you, how are the super fans going? We got to remind people that.
Yes, thank you, Micro DJ. You are the assistant manager. You are in charge of doing stuff. Make sure if you can help support us. Great way to help support us is super follows. It'll make you a superhero. You follow us. Give us a little. It's $2.99 a month. It's not going to break the bank. If you can't afford it, just become a follower. We still love you. But if you can help support our podcast, because we do have lofty goals, please become a super follower. $2.99 a month, and we'll have secret things. Like our DJ Rez will tell you how to make a cribbage board and such.
Ooh, yeah. I might even show you pictures of the different hats I have. I mean, who knows what the super followers will get.
Yeah, but I think that we're onto something with the super followers, because you could like share your wisdom of arts, and I could share my wisdom of farts. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, see how that is? Check us out on Twitter. Even if you can't become a super follower, just follow us. It's free at Amazing Pop Pod. Now, Mike or DJ Rez, what did you think of the bear attack?
It reminded me a lot of the Reverend.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, the bear was like going off on the predator, and I thought, well, that's it. Predator's met his match. The movie's going to end pretty early on this, and then we're going to be followed attacking a bear or something. But somehow, Dags, that predator persevered and unrealistically came back and destroyed that bear, and then lifts it over his head.
Yeah, so the predator can take a lot of damage, huh?
Oh, apparently, yeah.
I felt bad for that bear.
Is it because all of his blood was pouring all over the, the predator?
I love the bear. I was a fan of the bear. I wanted him to eat that girl. But I like the dog. The dog, I wanted the dog to live. What if the bear and dog became friends, like BJ and the bear?
Ooh, that would have been a plot twist I didn't see coming.
I would watch that. A bear and his dog.
It's going to be the prequel, actually.
Have you ever seen
That's
the movie?
How she finds the dog.
You ever seen a movie, A Boy and His Dog?
I do not think I have.
We're gonna need to watch that.
Is it sad? Am I going to cry?
Or you're gonna like it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
So I enjoyed the bear fight in this movie.
You did?
Yes, that was pretty cool. I don't know if you saw the trailer for this. They cut it a little different, so it went down a little different the way the bear attacks and what it actually showed up in the movie.
I saw one trailer. Depending if they released a second trailer, I don't remember seeing the bear attack, so must have been in the trailer I didn't see.
And why does Dakota Beavers have to shoot so many animals in this film? I mean, he's shooting his damn arrow and everything. He's killing hawks. What's the possum? What do the possums have to do?
That's just the tip, though, Diggs.
Yes. Possums are beautiful.
He's putting into those animals.
Possums are beautiful creatures.
They eat a lot of stuff.
Yes.
That are nuisances.
Yes.
See, I wasn't too worried about him shooting all the animals. I was more worried about the predator killing animals. Because he really hates nature on planet Earth.
What is
I was
the
expecting
predator
David Attenborough to come by and
can you do
just
that?
be pissed.
Can you do an impersonation?
Let me try. You ready?
All right, here we go.
Okay. And we see here the predator looking at the wolf.
That's pretty good.
He slices him and takes his head off.
I enjoy that.
That's what I got. Hey, thank you. Thank you for enjoying that.
Insert clapping right now.
Ooh.
Edit clapping. That was good.
You should wait till I do my Julia Childs in a later episode.
Yeah, I like the poor wolf and the poor rattlesnake, and they're just trying to live their lives, and this damn invisible creature keeps fucking with them.
Yeah. As far as to answer your question, what does the predator eat? I think anything he wants.
Oh, okay.
Although they should show that. Oh, yeah. Of course not. You know what he should have done? He should have eaten some of that orange flour.
Yes.
What he should have done. That probably would have helped
I didn't like his turtle shell head, his carapace. I didn't like that.
The bone-looking type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that because it's like it looks like a bone, but hey, it's got laser sight.
Yes, I enjoy. It's just like Green Goblin. They got to change the costume, don't they, Mike or DJ Rez?
They always do. They always do.
Yeah.
I would like to see how it, because you know how they have like the big mandibles that are on its face, and you're like, how the hell does that work? You know, that's got to be used for tearing.
Or is it more grasping? Is that holds the prey and then he has like a, like Alien has that second little mouth that comes out?
Oh, yeah. I bet it's for grasping.
Either way, he's one ugly motherfucker.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, that's what she should have said. That's what she said.
Yeah, the if it bleeds, we can kill it line didn't land very well.
No.
So they couldn't have used all the lines.
I feel they should have had pussy jokes, though. They didn't have enough pussy jokes.
That's true.
Yeah, they should have had the Predator laughing at the pussy jokes.
that would have been funny. Of course, they didn't. They didn't have the overheat, but they did have a lot of severed limbs. So
yes. No,
I think they went a little too far with some of the severed limbs. Like, okay, we get it. Yeah,
yes.
People's legs can get cut off.
They should have had They should have had a cool soundtrack.
Some Little Richard.
Yes. Oh, exactly. Scene. Thank you. I mean, isn't that great?
That would have been sweet. I don't know. Did you see on Twitter after Prey? Like it was like you guys, 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
I was going to say 5 minutes after this movie is released on Hulu. You got Jesse Ventura already saying how much he loves the movie. And I was like, how could this happen? The movie hasn't even been out for 2 hours yet, and you're already saying that you love the movie and welcome to the Predator family?
Yeah, they all love it. What's up with that?
Oh, they were all paid to say it.
Yes,
that's what happened.
Thank you, Mike or DJ
God
Rez.
damn it. Yeah.
That's the thing. We are a powerful indie podcast, but we are willing to sell out.
True. I would have said how much I loved it for the right price.
Yeah, we should be like those movie reviewers where everything's the best movie. I saw this Twitter guy online. He said it was 100 times better than the original Predator.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Even if you liked it. I mean, it's come on, dude. Who?
No, yeah, dude. Yeah, you're definitely drinking the glowing green blood if you're saying that.
Yeah, so that
God.
They're sitting around and go, "You want this? No. This maze will make you a sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me." Yeah.
Speaking of the dog, I know you like the dog, correct?
You like dogs?
I like dogs, but I'm willing to hear why you don't like the dog in this film.
It was inconsistent because when she goes on her little trek to kill the predator so she can prove that she is a great hunting warrior, the dog is like randomly giving her sticks. And then she falls into the quick mud. The dog is nowhere to be found. If she needs a stick, Mutt, come on.
Where is he?
Yeah, he disappears at like the worst times.
Oh, and
he comes back at the worst times. I'm going to go chase this bear.
Yeah, the grizzly bear. There's no way the dog's getting away from it.
Oh fuck no.
Yeah,
and running back.
And there's no way she's getting away from the bear.
No. Yeah,
and also that scene where it's like the edge of the field to the forest, the predator is there. And
he's running at 1,000 miles per hour.
Well, before that, though, he lights up the dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I don't... There was a lot of inconsistencies. It kind of drove me crazy.
Yeah.
So the dog was the most inconsistent part that got to me. Either have the dog in the movie or don't have the dog in the movie. I don't care either way, but don't have the dog sometimes and then not have the dog other times.
It was a cool looking dog, but I see your point.
Yeah. I guess apparently this dog was specifically adopted and trained for this role. And they weren't going to have the dog in as much as they did, but the dog was trained so well and had so much good energy that they put it in some more scenes, which was like, Yeah, I could have been fine with the less scenes. If that's the, I mean, the dog wasn't helpful. It didn't do anything to further the story or anything. It just was like, a companion for part of the movie, which just seemed weird.
And I couldn't get over the fact that there's no way she could kill the predator, even though he was wounded like a million times.
And when she shot it in the back of the head.
Yeah. And her little dumb kick moves off the trees. And
oh, yeah.
But I did like the premise. I liked, set in that time period, Comanche. It would have been cool. I would have liked to seen it in pre-Columbian, like Guatemala, before Columbus, back in like apocalypto days,
Right.
See, that's what that's what you
kind of thought this was going to be.
Because remember when I originally heard some about it, and I said, "Oh, it looks like Native Americans," and you said, "No, it's it's like Guatemala, because of the movie." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but you know what, Diggs? That was the one thing I got wrong ever in my life.
That's
and I don't know how I can.
I'll edit all this out.
Continue. Perfect. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah. So here's it. Mel Gibson redoes the movie. It's called Predator Lipto.
Awesome! I can't wait to see it.
Yes,
it's going to be a lot more violent.
Okay, here's the deal. I put it out on Twitter too. Who do you want Predator to fight? I'm going to start the Golden Girls.
Oh, definitely Blanche.
Yeah. So who out of all the Golden Girls is it? Who lives?
Oh, Rose lives.
Really?
Yep. Rose lives. Just as a surprise plot twist.
Okay.
But the other three die.
Well, I'm thinking B. Arthur is similar to Arnold, so I'm going with B. Arthur. I don't know what.
What's the next one?
I was gonna say you one ugly motherfucker. Too soon.
Too soon.
How about Predator versus Little House on the Prairie? Pa Ingalls. Can you imagine? What weapons? What weapons would Pa Ingle use? Because I'm thinking frying pan.
Frying pan.
Yes.
But the explosive he would use would be the one that blew up the guy when they were blowing up rocks in that one episode.
Oh yeah, when he had the deadly cargo. Yes.
Right. There's that one. But if the Predator gets a fever, Doc would have to come and put ice all around him.
Oh yes.
So, but yeah, Ma is.
Hold on. The Predator gets hooked on Doc Baker's morphine. What do you think of that?
Oh,
becomes a drug addict.
Yeah, he'd be easier to kill because they didn't have Narcan back then. So
if we drug it, we can kill it.
Oh yeah, and then
if it's a user,
Nellie would be a bitch about.
Nellie would probably hook up with the Predator.
Well, older Nellie probably.
Yeah, older. Well,
Nellie.
Yeah, you know what I meant. Mrs. Olsen.
Mrs. Olsen.
Yeah, because the Predator.
About their names. Predator, the shopkeeper would catch him.
The Predator is more manly than Nels, so she's attracted to the manliness of the Predator versus her henpecked husband Nels.
Yeah, the shopkeeper, but
yes.
He does have like all the flour and eggs and sugar you need. Who's the Pa's sidekick?
Which one? He had
the big burly guy that was in Highway to Heaven with him.
Yes, so
he would die.
Oh, he's like Billy. I imagine him like they have that connection.
Right.
And he gets spooked and God, I love Predator. Like her DJ Rez, I'm going to go on record as saying, not a fan of this movie. Enjoyed the premise. I like the time setting. I would have liked more. The Comanches were powerful warriors. I would have liked to seen like what a group of them would do. I don't like some coming of age movie. I mean, it's brilliant, the marketing. It's going to make $1 gazillion and everyone loves it. And they put a little bit of everything in there for people. But I want the 80s bro squad. That's what I want.
I was kind of hoping for like a, we got the band back together type moment in this movie with all the Comanche warriors, but we never got that.
Yes.
So I was kind of hoping they would have switched it up a little bit instead of always having a solo person hero.
Yes, and they should have had someone from the original movie in there.
So tie him in somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
they should have. They
the
definitely should have had Billy.
Yes,
in there for sure.
Billy passed away.
Well, then they couldn't have Billy in there, I guess.
No.
Or get Ventura in there. They're like, you're bleeding. He's like, I don't have time to bleed. And he pulls out his minigun and just mows down the entire forest.
Mike or Gigi Rez, out of 5 medicine pouches, satchels, out of 5 herb medicine satchels, what are you giving this movie?
I'm giving this a 3.5. I think I liked it better than you liked it. I enjoyed the action in it. Some of the side story, the dog bugged me. But yeah, 3.5 medicine satchels.
I am giving it 2.
2? Wow, yes. That's a big change.
Yes. Predator.
Now
Predator is not broke. Don't fix it. Go ahead. Compared to what?
Compared to the other 4 movies, where does this one rank in your have to see it rankings for the Predator franchise?
So, number 1 is obviously Predator.
Obviously.
Predator 2, Alien versus Predator, that last horrible one with the Predator dogs.
Predator, or the Predator.
So, I'm actually going to put this one in front of that one.
Okay. So, it's number 4 on your list. So, is this the 6th movie? Because they had Predator,
well,
Predator 2.
Go through the list. What is it?
Okay, it's Predator.
Yep.
Predator 2. Predator versus Alien, or Alien versus Predator, excuse me.
Yes,
and then
difference.
Aliens versus Predator. And then The Predator, and now Prey. So that's 6 movies, 5 movies? I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 5. 6.
So the one with the Predator dogs, I'll put that last. And then this one ahead of that. And then everything else I said.
Okay, so you're putting this number 5.
Yes.
All right.
Even though,
yeah. I put this one ahead of Predator 2, but I haven't seen Predator 2 in a while. I just remember, I remember not liking it when I first saw it.
Well, I mean, compared to Predator, no, but it's got Gary Busey in it, for God's sake.
Yeah, and Danny Glover.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got the guy who played Harry from Harry and the Hendersons was the Predator in this movie. Gary Busey, Calvin Lockett, Reuben Blades, Morton Downey Jr.
Yes.
This movie. Oh my God. I have to rewatch this. I don't remember him in there.
Thank you.
At all. But we'll have to figure it out. Ooh, cop number 1 was played by Paul Abascal. Whoever that is. So there's a Ruth in here. Oh my God. There's a lot of people. Yeah, Ruth Buzzy was in here. She played an angry woman sitting on a bench getting hit on.
Yes.
By a pervert. I think the Predator was actually hitting on her.
Yes. So in this Predator movie, just to recap, he was way too small. I don't know if he was a young boy and he hasn't grown into his Predator body. I didn't like that. I didn't like his cloaking device. I didn't like that red on there. It looked like it was burning or something. I didn't like the sound effects. I'm done.
So you hated everything about it.
Not everything. I like the premise. I like the dog, even though he was inconsistent. I just thought he was a cool looking dog.
What do you think of Tomahawk on a Leash?
Oh yes, thank you. The Thor hammer.
Yeah, that was pretty. I actually like that. That was pretty cool.
Yes. No.
So,
but
if you noticed when she practiced throwing her tomahawk into the tree, it was making alien symbols, Predator symbols.
Very good.
See, it's the little things that I notice.
It is. I like doing the show with you because you see different things. I block a lot of things out from early childhood drama.
Let's say that's the traumatic childhood.
Yes, I said early childhood drama. Drama.
Either way.
Yes. Bananarama, whatever.
Right.
All right, friends. I hope you enjoyed this powerful episode where we talked about the sad news about Olivia Newton John passing. My favorite songs were A Little More Love and Magic. And we reviewed the 2022 powerful film, Prey, prequel to Predator. We hope you enjoyed it. As always, we just ask you one thing. Please tell a friend about our podcast. And until next time, you've just enjoyed the amazing Pop Culture Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Amazing Pop Culture Podcast. The Amazing Pop Culture Podcast is available everywhere fine podcasts are found. Please leave a rating and review where you listen to podcasts. Like and follow the Amazing Pop Culture Podcast on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. And shop our amazing pop culture merch. This has been an Amazing Pop Culture Podcast production.